guys, it's Bob. Welcome back to Modern Life of the 70s Mind. Hope you guys are having a great day. I've come to the conclusion that I should just name this the Lucy Thomas channel because every time I open up YouTube, Lucy's releasing another song, which means I'm going to get a ton of emails from you guys saying, hey, Bob, Lucy just released another song. So I'm going to try to beat you to it. Before I even got any messages, I saw that this video was just released. So I wanted to jump on it and listen to it so that when you guys write, I can say, haha, I did it already. So apparently she's doing a duet with her sister, Martha, and they're doing the Elton John song from Lion King, Can You Feel the Love Tonight? My kids kind of grew up with this movie, so it kind of means a little bit to me. It kind of brings back a lot of nice memories. So why don't we check this out and me stop rambling about it? So here we go. We'll go through about half of it, and then we'll talk a little bit. Here we go.
There's a calm surrender to the rush of day when the heat of a rolling wave can be turned away. An enchanted moment, and it sees me through. It's enough for this restless warrior just to be with you. And can you feel the love tonight? It is where we are. It's enough for this wide-eyed wanderer that we've got this far. Can you feel the love tonight? How it's laid to rest. It's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best.
All right. That's as good as the spot I think that there's going to be for breaking and talking about this. Not quite halfway, but that's all right. Wow. Trying to think of one word to describe this. Smooth. Okay, so the moment Martha starts singing, which is she looking more and more like Lucy, or is that just me? I don't know. As she matures, she seems to be looking even more like Lucy. But the moment that Martha starts singing, you just know your ears are screaming at you, telling you that this is going to be something really special. Her voice is so smooth and steady, and it's so nice to hear her sing and her advancing in her vocals as well as she is. It's just wonderful. And it doesn't feel like, to me, like it's a performance. It feels like she's just quietly letting you in on something that's maybe even a little personal. That's the way she's kind of presenting it to us. And then Lucy joins with these kind of soft harmonies that just kind of wraps around the melody like they were always supposed to be there. Or maybe they have to be there. Maybe that's a better way to put it. It's also natural. It's also very like effortless, and it's like their voices it's like their voices are kind of downloaded from the same folder. And what I really love is how calm this is. That's why when I first started this, I said, wow, smooth. And it's just kind of puts you somewhere. I don't know. I don't think they're trying to overly impress us here. They're just telling a story with the quiet confidence that they so often do. And they make every line that they sing just land perfectly. And the way they leave some spaces between some of their phrases, I noticed that that's not hesitation. That is, I think it's more reflective of control, the control that they have of this song. It's emotional, it's intimate, definitely intimate. And yeah, it's kind of singing that could make you tear up before you even realize what's happening. It's just beautiful. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. So let's go ahead and play this to the end, and then we will see where this goes, and we'll finish it up. Here we go.
everyone, if they only learn that the twisting kaleidoscope moves a soul in turn, and there's a rhyme and reason to the wild outdoors when the heart of this star-crossed Voyager beats in time with yours. Can you feel the love tonight? It's where we are. It's enough for this wide-eyed wanderer that we've got this far. Can you feel the love tonight? How it's laid to rest. It's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best. It's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best.
Looks like Lucy's talking here. Let's go ahead and finish this.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for watching. I'm here to quickly remind you about my upcoming live stream concert happening this Friday, Friday the 5th at 9 p.m. UK time, streamed globally and up to 24 hours after the event if you can't be there on time. There will be a link in the description below if you'd like to purchase your ticket, or you can go to my website or to veeps.com and get them there. I hope to see as many of you there as possible, and I'll see you on Friday. Bye!
All right, so I'm glad I played that. A little plug for her concert that's coming up. I've heard about that, so that's good. Looking at the second half, Martha's really starting to look like Lucy. I mean, really. As the second half kind of rolled on here, I might be wrong, but to me it felt like everything started to open up a little bit. At least that's the feeling I was getting. But they still don't lose, even though I think it is. They still don't lose that soft, emotional core. I think that they kind of started with Lucy's. And again, I could be wrong in this, but Lucy seemed to take a little bit more of the lead on the second half, and her voice just literally just melts into the song. It's really wonderful to listen to. I think it's richer, more lifted, but still very controlled. And then Martha comes back with, I think, even stronger harmonies. It just feels, the whole song just feels a little more intense to me. They seem to be really leaning into that odd phenomenon of sibling blends that I think is just amazing. It's like they're not just singing to us, they're singing kind of with each other. And this is a strange song because I was a huge Elton John fan in the 70s and maybe early 80s, mostly in the 70s. I think I saw him 3 or 4 times in concert when he came to Chicago. But then I think it was right around the time when he came out with Rock of the Westies that I kind of lost interest in Elton John. I just didn't like the music he was putting out. But this song came out with Lion King, and it just kind of took me back to earlier feelings of his earlier songs that I had that really kind of brought all that back. And I just really loved the song. I thought it was an excellent song, and he did a really good job with it. So to have Lucy and Martha jump in on this song, it was really nice. And listening to those two, you can really feel, I think, the trust between them. And what gets me even maybe a little bit more is that the arrangement builds a little. And during that time, they just never go over the top. And they really control this thing right from the start or all the way through the end. And there's no big, look what I can do moments in the song at all. It's just heart, I guess you could say. It's just pure, beautiful heart. Honestly, if this song was a dessert, This ending would be the smooth finish that makes you close your eyes and say, yep, that was really good stuff. I mean, it's just that good. A really beautiful ending to it. All right, let me get my headphones off, and I will be back for final thoughts. Hold on. I'll be right back. Welcome back to Final Thoughts. No surprise, this was amazing. I think ever since I heard Lucy and Martha sing the prayer, which to this day is one of the most beautiful duets I think I've ever heard in my life. I've just fallen in love with them singing together. They just do such an amazing job, and that I mentioned that sibling thing that just really I think makes voices blend even better than just two good singers would do. So, if you were looking for something that would emotionally level you like gently, you found it. This was it. I don't even know how to describe this without sounding overly poetic because this song kind of yearns for it, but I'll try. This didn't feel so much like a song. To me, it felt more like a moment. It's one of those rare, hard to find performances that doesn't shout for attention. It doesn't show off. It really doesn't need to flex or anything. Instead, it's just kind of sits with you and in the nicest possible way. It's kind of like a soft conversation that you never even knew that you needed. How's that? Huh? That was pretty good. I'll have to remember that. And honestly, I'm convinced these two sisters are operating on some kind of emotional Wi-Fi connection or something that the rest of us clearly don't have access to because they are in sync and just perfect. Because their voices communicate like they've never agreed about anything. Um, and if you've ever had a sibling, that sounds very suspicious. And also, let's be real. It's a kind of performance, I think, that makes you want to sit quietly with a cup of tea, reflect on life, and then call your sibling and tell them you're really sorry for stealing the Halloween candy back in 1997 or something. It's just so relaxing. And visually, um, I'm so used to seeing Lucy with a dark background just singing on her own, but visually this almost looked like it was filmed inside a Pinterest board or a Hallmark movie because it was so calm and so classy. The lighting, I think the colors, the softness of the whole video, it all matched the vibe of the song without really screaming, "Hey, look at us." It was just totally on brand, I think, for Lucy and Martha. It was subtle and absolutely beautiful. Besides beautiful, I think it was intimate, for sure. And I don't think anyone ever really tried too hard. And I think that's exactly why this song worked just really well for me, besides just really liking the song. So listen, if you're not already following Lucy and Martha, fix that right now because they just don't sing songs. I feel like we have the opportunity to live in them for a few minutes while allowing us to the privilege of visiting their world while they're singing these songs. Just beautiful. I really enjoy anytime Lucy puts something out, and when we get Martha joining in, that's just like the seasoning on the song is just amazing. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I have a feeling you probably did, but leave your comments below. I'd love to hear them. And if you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you would click that notification bell, that way you'll be notified anytime I release some more Lucy topic videos. All right, guys, listen. Only life is priceless. Please make each and every day count. Most importantly, God bless all of you. Peace out. I'll talk to you next time. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.